we have the New England Patriots versus Houston Texans. New England, unfortunately for you, David, since you're a Ravens fan, New England takes care of business against Baltimore in what looked like, I don't know, the storm that put Gilligan in the skipper, I guess, on that island. That was, I mean, that was a tropical storm they were playing through. It was nuts, but fun
when
to
the
watch.
Ravens were on the field.
Yeah.
Belichick had that weather machine all dialed up.
Yeah. Bitter.
What do they call it? Harp?
Look, let me say that.
He's in a harp.
Yeah, right. It's funny. New England. Look, I'm not a big buyer in New England. I've said this, though, maybe last week, the week before, is I don't understand why the Ravens haven't gone towards just playing Baltimore Ravens football. You have a good defense, a really good defense, and you have a run game that can run with power. Just why are you throwing the ball? They actually threw the ball a little bit more than I wanted them to yesterday, even though they took the attempts down. I think McDaniels, this is my criticism. I think I'm the lone voice out there right now saying this. I think McDaniels is trying to outthink the room here with Cam Newton. Just, look, you're the more physical team. New England Patriots, it hasn't always been the case, but right now they are the more physical team. 9 out of 10 times they play in the field. Just run over people. That's all you have to do. But will they do it? I don't know. It's McDaniels. He's, with Bunsen burners and beakers somewhere in the game planning room, just figuring out how they can get precision passing 35 yards downfield with Cam Newton. That's not what they should be playing, but that's my opinion. Houston laid an egg versus Cleveland. I know the weather conditions weren't great, but come on, man. Come on, Houston. Should have won that game, in my opinion. I think these two teams are similarly matched, although I would say that New England, assuming they run the ball, should be better. Fantasy football projections, here we go. Cam Newton, I don't have him projected well, but I do believe he'll outscore the projections. I think he's a start this week because I think they do finally go back to running. Damian Harris, look, he's going to get you 150 yards and no touchdowns because they don't let him score touchdowns and they never throw him the ball, which is insane. Daily fantasy, I'm a little hurt right now because I picked James White over Rex Burkhead to get receiving touchdowns. I just had a feeling one of them was going to get there, and it went to Burkhead. It's the New England Patriots running back. Just stay away, for crying out loud. I think White would be fine, but Burkhead's in there all the time. Jacoby Myers is your wide receiver there. Stay away from everybody else in the passing game. Houston, Deshaun Watson, I have him projected as kind of not a great start. I think New England will play well, but it's Deshaun Watson, man. I'm cool playing him if you have him. We'll see what happens at running back. Actually, honestly, I stay away. I don't think Duke Johnson can get it done. David Johnson now on the IR. Will Fuller, I do think you can play him. Brandon Cooks, I think you play, and I sit everybody else. Take it away, David.
I hate the Patriots. Do we have to talk about this team?
You do.
You know what? Damian Harris looked damn good.
Mm-hmm.
If he could start catching the ball, does he even need to catch the ball at this point? He's running for 100 yards basically every other game. And he
Give him the ball more, for crying out loud.
Commit to him. Get Burkhead off the field. And speaking of that, what is going on? What has happened to James White's role? Why is he not playing and Burkhead is playing? I don't get that.
It's New England Patriots.
It's because he missed time? Missed 2 weeks? I mean, I know it's a family situation, but why?
By the way,
why is this team?
As a prospect, talking about Damian Williams, I liked him coming out of the draft more than I like Josh Jacobs.
Damian Harris.
Yeah. Sorry. I liked him coming out more than Josh Jacobs as an NFL prospect. I liked him because he has the ability to be a 3-down back, and the New England Patriots ignore that. They don't throw him the ball. It drives me crazy.
Because they have Rex Burkhead, the god.
Yeah, right.
What is going on with that? Rex Burkhead? I mean, I guess he's playing well, but it's a little bit shocking to me. James White has just completely disappeared. Absolutely. If he's on your roster, you can drop him. I don't know why you would hold on to
Maybe
James.
he fumbled in practice and we didn't see it. You know the rule.
I don't see any upside in holding on to James White at this point. Even if someone gets hurt, I mean, are we sure they're not just going to plug someone else in? You can't have any faith starting James White at any point the rest of the season. So he's a drop to me. We talked about dropping Julian Edelman a couple weeks ago. Pretty much dropping this offense. Jacoby Myers, though, you might be holding him.
Yeah.
He's played well, especially with Edelman out, and especially against Baltimore. I think one thing we're learning against Baltimore, they have a good defense, but they haven't shut down the other team's number one wide receivers. We saw it with Fulgham a couple weeks ago, who we were terrified to start against Baltimore. He played well. Now Jacoby Myers, 5 for 59. Also the passing touchdown, you can't expect that. But
right.
Baltimore's D is not just an automatic sit against wide receivers anymore, even though as a Ravens fan that pains me to admit. On the other side of the ball, Houston, hopefully it's a get-right game for them this week against New England. I mean, we don't know which New England defense is going to show up on a weekly basis. Is it going to be the good New England defense or the one that comes out and shuts down Baltimore? So I don't know. I'll tell you, it would be a great week for Bill O'Brien to have gotten fired against his old team.
Right.
It's almost too bad he got fired early on. No, it's not. Spoiler alert. No, it's not. But still, would have been a nice week to see Bill O'Brien get fired against his former team.
This line will surprise you, I think. New England, according to Bovada, plus 2.5 versus Houston. Who do you got?
I hate picking New England, man. I hate the Patriots so much.
Yeah.
Give me the Texans just because I can't, in good conscience, take the Patriots.
This is the bet of the week. New England plus 2.5. Give me a break. Take New England. Next game on the list.